So relocation looks all beautiful, looks all glam, looks all pretty, beautiful places, the pictures, the selfies, the videos, the attraction, maybe the snow, the London red buses, all of those glam and beautiful things you see abroad. That is not all there is to this. You see, there's some things that you would not know about abroad till you get in and you want to begin to settle in. This is Coach DSK, and I want to bring you some information. For those of you considering relocation, you might want to watch this till the very end, okay? So, what a lot of bloggers, what a lot of content creators will tell you is that, it's fine, it's good, it's bad, it's beautiful, it's worth it. Yes, but you see, there are some things that you need to know and be prepared for from day one, from the airport. And I'm going to talk about just a few of them, okay? Um, Abroad, you are on your own. I ever heard the phrase DIY? Do it yourself. It's the same thing as OYO, on your own. Many things here you will do by yourself because you're on your own. Okay, there's a lot of things that you will not get physical help or support for, as it were. You're going to have to grind it and rough it by yourself. Okay, in Nigeria or back home, you can probably just call some uncles, some friends, some neighbors, some maybe your gatesman, your staff, to run things for you, to do things for you. Here, you do everything by yourself, and it could be mentally challenging for those that have always had physical support, be it house support, be it child support, be it home cleaning, be it take care of your office, do things for you. Here you are all by yourself. And if you want anybody to do something for you, you don't just pay fees, you pay professional fees per hour. So you're going to learn how to stand alone, stand on your own, and do things yourself abroad. Another thing that people don't know abroad is that you might have to, abroad is like a leveler, okay? um, Imagine somebody that used to work in the bank in Nigeria, maybe cash officer or HOP or works in oil and gas, works in telecoms. You get here and you think you're just going to slot into those kind of jobs, and you're not even getting interviews for this kind of job. And you find out that you might have to do some blue collar jobs. I was telling somebody one day and I said blue collar jobs, and the person like, DSK, what is that? So there's white collar jobs, which is the office jobs where you use your pen or your brain or your hands to do. And there's the blue collar jobs where you use your muscle, your bones, your energy, your joint to do. And by the time you do that for a couple of months or years, your bones are screaming and they are crying. You might have to do those kind of jobs at the beginning to survive. So we call that survival jobs. Some call it temporary jobs, some call it transition jobs. Okay, because if you don't pay your rent for 1 month, rent is paid here monthly. If you don't pay it for 1 month, you're either going to be having conversations with the collection agencies, which will destroy your credit rating, or you're going to be in the snow, in the cold. Imagine you're in Finland, temperature is right now about what, -8, feeling like -13, and you are in the cold, and you will hardly see anybody that can house you for more than one night. I used to tell a friend in school back then, when your responsibility becomes a task, all your senses will come alive. Okay, so here, any job you see is honorable. Any job you see that pays your bill. See, there's no anyhow job here. If that anyhow job pays your bill, then it is honorable enough. So some people don't settle into that temporary reality. Like, how can me? Do you know who I am? Do you know when I talk back home, people are falling on their feet and their faces? Guy, here you will do anything to survive, and you had better position well, network well, qualify yourself well, so that you can get the kind of white collar jobs that you probably used to do back home. Okay, I've seen a lot of people come here and they have to downgrade. They have to downgrade. The kind of job they used to do was like this, and they have to downgrade, but it is what it is. Okay, and if you are a little bit, maybe in your late 30s or 40s, see, there's a limit to what your body can take or carry. So you're going to have to break down a couple of times till you realize that, man, I gotta have to switch or transition real quick. Okay. So some people don't find that funny. Some people would say, I can't do care, I can't do cleaning, I can't do factory jobs, I can't do security jobs. What are you gonna do? That's the unspoken side of abroad that many people will not tell you. But what do I have to gain if I don't tell you? Another thing about abroad is that abroad is very lonely. I was in UK for a while, and you you might not have a conversation with your neighbor in 2 years. Like your neighbor will be watching when you're at your door. They don't come out then. They come out when nobody's at their door. So they don't even want to say hello to you. 90% of all times, your neighbor don't give a damn about you. They don't want to even see you. They don't want to talk about you. They don't even feel obliged to even look you in the face. It could be very lonely. That is why if you're abroad, yeah, the earlier you bring in your spouse, the better. It's expensive sometimes to bring your spouse, but it is what it is because your spouse will probably be the only friend you will have. I repeat, your spouse might be the only friend. People only say, hey, hello, 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 how you doing? Only when they see you. After you move, that's you gone out of their head. Okay, so it's very lonely. It's you're gonna have to make your spouse your best friend. And you might be saying, but DSK, I'm not married. I don't know, man. Maybe you're going to have a friend that you're going to have to make your best friend. Okay. Another part of abroad that people don't tell you is it's if you have this my kind of skin, hmm? I don't want to use that word, but if you have this my kind of skin, you're going to have to be mentally tough to survive. Okay. There's a reputation they have of us. Let's not sugarcoat it. Okay. I don't want to use those labelings on this video because I don't find them appropriate, but they do it quietly, codedly, and subliminally. You're going to have to be mentally tough to survive some labeling and some stereotypes. Okay. Sometimes they look at you and you're guilty before even tried or charged. So you're gonna have to keep your head up and don't let them get into your head. Don't let them look you and get into your head. Don't let them rent space in your head for free. I hope you're catching what I'm saying. You see, the word racism is so real. After all, where most people are coming from in Nigeria and Africa, there's tribalism. So, but you see, racism is on another level. You see, back home, you could be the king of your country, you could be the king of the street, but you get here and they're looking at you like, where did this one jump out from? You're gonna have to be mentally tough in your head to survive those things, to survive your co-workers, to survive your colleagues, to survive your neighbors, and to survive the environment. So you're gonna have to stand well, like stand gidigba, like not to the apple, no shaking. If you don't know who you are, abroad will tell you who you're not. And if you buy that truth, sorry, if you buy that lie, you are depressed and you're finished. So before you travel, before you relocate, you might want to check your mental ability. Is it top notch? If it's not, you might be part of those that will say that I want to go back home. And it's not an issue to go back home. You don't have to stay here forever. When you come, if it's not for you, you can't cope. You can freely go back home. Your green passport is still yours. But I'm just preparing your mind, okay? I've lived in 2 countries now. I've visited a couple, maybe 5 or 6, but I can tell you that these are the three biggest, downsides abroad. If you can survive these three, you will be fine. Okay, till I see you in the next video. This is Coach DSK, and stay safe. Keep your head up, stand on your 2 feet, and keep striving to become more. Till I see you next time.